Right, let's try again. Now, I've been recording. I put an SD card, small micro card, whatever, into the tablet. I found it easier to do these things now on the tablet until I can get a really good camera that'll allow more than 20 minutes of video. And what's been happening, I've done a lot of work on the model, HMS Hood obviously, over the last few days. Recorded about 3 hours worth of recordings to put up. Not one of them has been recorded, have been saved on the card. It records for a little while, it beeps, which I think is a message coming in. And it's only when I go and stop the recording and realise it's told me the card has been ejected when it's not. And nothing, it doesn't record anything. Nothing gets recorded. So hopefully, maybe I'm just doing it wrong. Maybe you have to format the card every single time you want to use it for recording. So that's what I've just done. So now the model, I've done a lot of work on it. I'll show you now. Now, all these guns are in place. All right, they've not been glued in place, obviously. They're not, they can move. They've got a lot of work to go on them. The barrels are only held in there with blue tack. I just wanted to see how big this thing was going to be. And it looks quite impressive, I must admit. The funnel, the resin funnel has now been painted out, well, primed out. So all the hull has been I've completely sanded down and buffed out with wet and dry the hull. That's all right now ready for the details to be put on. Mainly the degaussing cable. Might even start that now and see how it goes, see what I can do with it. This armour plating has been slightly sanded down. You can see that's not as high as it was. It's been a bit more slimmer. So we're ready to start. So none of this is in place. So it's all just sitting there. So it just gives what I've got. All the portholes are drilled out, and I have these. If you can see them, you probably can't see them properly, but they're the porthole covers. And they've got little bits, what they call up in the righoles or rigels, the rain protectors over the top, which these, for some reason, Trumpeter decided to put the protectors over the top on the stern, I think it was, but not on the bow, which is a bit weird. And the small ones don't have anything for them at all. So I might try and take some of the rigels or righoles off of them. The ones that are closed and I would never use and put them over the small ones. Although that would be a heck of a job because it's tiny, tiny stuff. So what I'll do, oh, got a bit of a cough. I'll take all this apart now and we'll see what really bugs me with. I don't know why these places do it. They really bug me. On this kit, and all the guns are marked, by the way, numbered. On this kit, the centre hole for the gun to go in on two of them is fine. On the other two, you have to take out this stupid moulding that's been kept on them, so that becomes all jagged. I don't know why Trumpeter do that. I have no idea why Trumpeter did that, because these come off the mouldings properly and those two don't. Which really, it really makes a pig's ear of it. I mean, obviously I can tidy that up, but that's not the point. The point is, it shouldn't be like it. It should be, that hole there should have been the same as that one there. so that we could all, and it's the same on the other side as well. So when you take all them apart, they end up being really, and I've also put all the spacers in now, the strengtheners. See, this one's the same. Once again, they fit nicely in there. But once again, this one has all this stuff in there, so obviously it doesn't matter about tidying it up because you're not going to see it. But that's not the point. The point is to decide to do that. And it just makes a right pig ear of it. So what we're into now is the degaussing cable. So it's got to go along there. It's got to go just below the length of the hole. It's not got to go too high up or too low down. Don't let me get the cable to start with. This is just a quick test. I just want to see how this is going to go. I might not do it today. I might do it. Start doing it properly over the week, on Monday. Be a good idea to have all the equipment out, wouldn't it? So I need that. I'm going to need that. I'm going to need one of them. A couple of them just in case. Maybe that. Right, now. So starting on the stern. Where are we? So this is the stern. So we want number 8. So it goes in order 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we want number 8 for the port side. Right, port stern. Okay. So port starboard. So port is here. Number 8 is there. Great. Gotta be careful with this stuff, it's so fragile. So number 8. Now these have a little bit. Where are we? Can't see, can you? Right now, where am I? Unbelievable. So these bits have that bit at the end. That's for the join to go in that bit. So what we need to do is now try and get this very fragile piece of stuff and get that little tiny bit off. It really gets me that they do this. It's so fragile, and that's difficult to hold in anything. I haven't got anything I can hold that in. And it needs something to hold that while you cut these little bits off. You end up with a little burr on it. You know full well if you start getting taking a file to it, then it will make a right pig's ear of it. So we've got to get them little bits off. This is the trouble with looking at this type of scale. You really do need fantastically super duper eyesight far as I know, in the instructions, note also that the short rudder blah 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 rotates 180 degrees starboard from left to right, left and map marks up. Note each numbered part in the colour drawings. The drawing shows between 7 and 8 cables to make the cat edge. It's got cat edge in here, by the way. To view starboard cable, also shows bow and stern cables are slightly longer than needed to allow for a good trim fit round the bow. So this now this is going to fit on here. That's going to fit that way. So this is going to fit on there like that. And it's got to be just below that, so I reckon that can be done there. Allow for a little bit of overhang. It's going on straight. So that's going to go on straight, just there. Allow a little bit of an overhang. It's got to be below that piece. So that's about its level there. So that's got to go roughly about there. So I reckon what this needs to be done, it's no good doing it in one long piece. I don't think it's going to be worth putting super glue all the way along here. I think what I need to do is just put a bit of super glue from here, just enough for it to go on. Might be better doing it here to start with. I just need a bit of super glue on the bottom of this. And I reckon this is a case of doing it in stages. So rather than doing the entire length in one go, is putting that bit in first. Getting it straight there. You haven't gone over the edge nitwit. So you need to get this dead straight there. Go slightly over the edge there. Allow that to dry. And then as that dries, very carefully lift it up. Put a bit of super glue under it. That's probably gone a bit too far down. So that's going to need a little bit of super glue. Tie it down. And that seems to be, doesn't really show you how far down to put it on that. I'm hoping that's not too far down. I've got a feeling I might have put this a bit too far down. But it lines up with that there. And a bit at the front. A bit. I eventually bend over there. That bit is not gluing down. That's going to need a bit of wool. That's probably the fucking thing gone off Right, let me stop this.